Episode 4, Celestial Deception, the Truth About the Planets and Astrology. Intro, the Deception of the Heavens. What if everything you were taught about the planets was a distortion? What if astrology, as we know it, was designed to keep humanity trapped in a prescripted fate rather than unlocking true cosmic power? What if the celestial bodies above were not just floating spheres of gas and rock, but energetic constructs influencing human consciousness? Welcome back to The Truth Will Set You Free. In Episode 1, we unveiled the first veil of illusion. In Episode 2, we shattered the construct of time itself. In Episode 3, we exposed the deception of the moon and its energetic influence. Now, in Episode 4, we go further. We break the chains of planetary control and uncover the real mechanics behind astrology and the celestial matrix. The planets, are they what we were told? We are taught the planets are lifeless celestial bodies orbiting the sun, influencing gravitational fields and providing astrological influence. But what if that is only part of the story? The Akashic and celestial records reveal the planets are not just physical objects. They are energetic nodes that interact with Earth's frequency. Some planetary bodies are hollow or artificially modified, containing vast structures, civilizations, or energy centers. Certain planets like Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars have been used as control stations by higher dimensional forces, influencing the energetic field of Earth. The asteroid belt was once a planet, Maldek, which was destroyed in a great celestial war, leaving behind remnants of an advanced civilization. Each planet has a unique energetic signature, which originally was meant to serve as a guide for spiritual growth, but many have been tampered with to serve other agendas. The planets are not what they seem. Some are living consciousnesses, while others have been hijacked. The planets are not just physical objects, they are energetic nodes that interact with Earth's frequency. The planets, divine guides or celestial control mechanisms. Each planetary body was originally intended as a source of guidance, yet many have been repurposed as energetic control structures. The sun, the source of life versus the ignored key. The original purpose. The sun provides pure source energy, fueling DNA activation, consciousness expansion, and direct connection to divine intelligence. The weaponized version. The importance of the sun has been downplayed, while lunar and planetary influences have been emphasized to misdirect focus from true solar awakening. The moon, the reflector versus the frequency amplifier. The original purpose, the moon was meant to reflect cosmic energies to Earth, aiding in natural cycles and balance. The weaponized version, the moon has been hijacked to amplify fear-based programming, emotional instability, and energy harvesting through artificial cycles. Saturn, the master teacher versus the karmic enforcer. The original purpose, Saturn was originally a guide for discipline, mastery, and higher wisdom. The weaponized version, Saturn's ring, acts as a frequency fence, reinforcing karmic loops, hierarchy, and energetic imprisonment within the control matrix. Jupiter, the divine expander versus the false provider. The original purpose, Jupiter was meant to expand consciousness, abundance, and divine wisdom. The weaponized version, Jupiter has been used to create false abundance illusions, keeping souls attached to external rewards rather than inner sovereignty. Mars, the cosmic warrior versus the endless battleground. The original purpose, Mars was intended as a center of divine will, action, and the courage to forge new paths with balance and wisdom. The weaponized version, Mars has been hijacked to reinforce conflict, war-based programming, and a mindset of conquest rather than cooperative evolution. Venus, the love frequency versus the illusion of desire. The original purpose, Venus originally represents divine love, beauty, and the integration of sacred balance between the divine masculine and feminine. The weaponized version, Venus has been twisted into superficial love, attachment to physical pleasure, and the reinforcement of toxic relationships instead of true heart-centered unity. Uranus, the innovator versus the chaotic rebel. The original purpose, Uranus is the bringer of higher knowledge, divine innovation, and revolutionary thinking that shifts outdated paradigms. The weaponized version, Uranus has been distorted into erratic disruption, rebellion without purpose, and chaotic destruction of order without replacing it with wisdom. Neptune, the mystic versus the illusionist. The original purpose, Neptune was meant to guide humanity into divine intuition, spiritual enlightenment, and deep cosmic connection. The weaponized version, Neptune has been manipulated to spread illusion, escapism, addiction, and confusion, making it harder to discern true spiritual guidance. Pluto, the transformer versus the obsessive destroyer. The original purpose. Pluto is the planet of profound transformation, death of the old, and rebirth into higher consciousness. The weaponized version, Pluto has been used to reinforce cycles of destruction without rebirth, obsessive power struggles, and karmic entanglement that keeps souls trapped in endless loops. The planets were once allies, but many have been distorted into mechanisms of control. It is time to reclaim their original purpose. Astrology, a tool for freedom or a system of control. Astrology is one of the oldest systems for understanding human nature and destiny, but it has been altered to serve an agenda. The hidden truths of astrology, what the celestial archives reveal. The original star maps were meant to help souls navigate incarnations, not trap them in predefined destinies. Many astrological interpretations were distorted to promote limitation rather than liberation. Zodiac archetypes were meant to be guides, but they have been weaponized to reinforce personality constraints rather than empower evolution. Retrogrades and planetary transits influence Earth's energy field, but we are not victims to them. We can override their effects by shifting our vibration. Aries, the warrior versus the reactionary fighter. The original purpose. Aries represents the divine initiator, the courageous trailblazer who leads with heart, fearlessness, and divine will. The weaponized version, Aries has been reduced to impulsiveness, recklessness, and unchecked aggression, reinforcing conflict-based programming. Taurus, the master builder versus the stagnant materialist. The original purpose, Taurus embodies the sacred architect, the one who creates stable foundations through connection to the Earth's abundance and divine flow. The weaponized version, Taurus is portrayed as an overly attached to material possessions, comfort, and resistant to change, keeping souls stuck in rigid 3D consciousness. Gemini, the cosmic messenger versus the scatterbrained trickster. Original purpose, Gemini serves as the communicator of divine wisdom, bringing multiple dimensions and delivering knowledge for collective evolution. The weaponized version, Gemini has been reduced to deception, duality, confusion, and shallow thinking, reinforcing misinformation and lack of focused wisdom. Cancer, the divine nurturer versus the emotional prisoner. Original purpose, Cancer represents the sacred mother, protector of cosmic wisdom, and emotional healer attuned to the divine feminine. The weaponized version, Cancer has been manipulated into emotional instability, hypersensitivity, and victimhood loops, preventing true empowerment. Leo, the solar sovereign versus the ego-driven performer. The original purpose, Leo embodies solar mastery, divine leadership, and the radiant heart-centered being who empowers others. The weaponized version, Leo has been distorted into arrogance, attention-seeking, and superficial validation-seeking, detached from true soul embodiment. Virgo, the sacred alchemist versus the critical perfectionist. Original purpose, Virgo is the divine healer, the meticulous alchemist who perfects the self and reality through integration of higher wisdom. Weaponized version, Virgo is stuck in hypercriticism, control-based patterns, and self-doubt, reinforcing self-imposed limitations. Libra, the cosmic balancer versus the indecisive pleaser. The original purpose, Libra represents divine justice, the bringer of universal balance and harmonious co-creation. The weaponized version, Libra has been altered into indecision, external validation seeking, and codependency, limiting sovereignty. Scorpio, the phoenix riser versus the manipulative controller. The original purpose, Scorpio represents deep transformation, shadow integration, and rebirth into cosmic truth. The weaponized version, Scorpio has been manipulated into obsessive control, power games, and destructive cycles, keeping beings trapped in karmic entanglement. Ophiuchus, the healer versus the erased wisdom keeper. The original purpose, Ophiuchus, the 13th sign, represents divine healing, transformation, and the sacred serpent wisdom that unlocks higher consciousness. The weaponized version, Ophiuchus, was removed from mainstream astrology, erasing knowledge of true multidimensional awakening and DNA activation. Ophiuchus comes between Scorpio and Sagittarius in the astrological wheel. Sagittarius is the cosmic explorer versus the blind wanderer. The original purpose, Sagittarius embodies higher wisdom, divine expansion, and soul travel beyond limitations. The weaponized version, Sagittarius, is misdirected into carelessness, superficial pursuits, and ungrounded escapism, delaying true enlightenment. Capricorn, the master builder versus the enslaved worker. Original purpose, Capricorn is the divine architect, grounding cosmic structures into reality with perseverance and mastery. The weaponized version, Capricorn is locked into rigid work-based programming, material obsession, and fear-based hierarchical structures. Aquarius, the visionary liberator versus the detached rebel. The original purpose, Aquarius is the starseed, the revolutionary who ushers in higher frequencies and collective awakening. The weaponized version, Aquarius is twisted into cold detachment, rebellious destruction, and misalignment from heart-centered truth. Pisces, the spiritual master versus the escapist dreamer. The original purpose, Pisces is the mystic, the infinite soul who embodies universal love, divine connection. The weaponized version, Pisces has been distorted into illusions, self-sacrificial suffering, and avoidance of earthly reality. Astrology was meant to be a tool for mastery, not a script for control. Saturn's rings, a celestial frequency fence. Saturn has been associated with control, structure, and karmic cycles, but what if it plays a larger role in keeping humanity within an energetic prison? The Saturn Moon Matrix, Akashic records reveal. Saturn's rings are not just ice and rock. They act as frequency transmission system, sending waves of control towards Earth. The moon amplifies Saturnian frequencies, reinforcing patterns of limitation, authority, and karma. Ancient civilizations once warned of Saturn's influence, linking it to false gods and manipulative celestial beings. Certain energetic structures around Saturn suggest it is being used as a broadcast station for planetary control. Saturn is more than a planet, it is a generator of the old system's frequencies. The sun, the key to liberation. For centuries we have been encouraged to worship the moon and the planets, yet the sun, the source of life, has been downplayed. Why? The power of the sun, celestial truths revealed. The sun emits pure source energy, providing the blueprint for true cosmic alignment. Solar flares and plasma bursts dismantle lower frequency structures, aiding in planetary awakening. Ancient civilizations revered the sun because it was understood as a direct link to divine consciousness. Unlike planetary influence, which can distort, solar energy is a purifier. It recalibrates DNA and dissolves illusions. The sun is not just a ball of fire, it is the key to remembering who you truly are. It's not actually a ball of fire. How to free yourself from celestial control. If planetary influence has been manipulated, how do we reclaim our cosmic sovereignty? Key number 1, reclaim your relationship with the planets. View the planets as guides, not rulers. You are not controlled by astrological fate. Work with planetary energies consciously rather than allowing them to dictate your reality. If a transit feels heavy, shift your frequency and override it with conscious intent. Remember, you are the individual who determines what your life looks like by the choices that you make. Key number 2, break the Saturn-Moon influence. Disconnect from fear-based programming linked to Saturn and the Moon. Align with solar energy, meditate in sunlight, and absorb its recalibrating frequencies. Clear karmic imprints and remove unconscious ties to planetary control systems. Key number 3, activate your solar codes. Connecting with the sun as a source of divine intelligence and frequency liberation. Engage in sun gazing, light absorption, and solar-based meditations. Recognize that your DNA is designed to respond to solar activation, not planetary limitations. You are not bound by celestial forces. You are beyond the stars. You are free. Closing transmission, the truth is here. The planets are not what you were told. Astrology has been distorted, but now you hold the keys to cosmic sovereignty. In the next episode, we'll go beyond the illusion of the matrix, breaking free from the system. The final veil is lifting. The truth will set you free.